You got some wit?
I do.
Look, Rafa's got some wit.
Okay.
Nobody say anything. Rafa's got some wit.
Guys,
Give it to him.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take this time to debut my new song called Hey Best Friend, My Homie. Hey, best friend, my homie. Let me see your dinky. Hey, best friend, my homie. Put it in my stinky. Best friend, my homie.
Wow.
I like that.
Stay tuned, baby.
I don't know if the mic is catching the snaps, but
it was not.
Stay tuned for the mixtape called Hey Best Friend, My Homie.
Oh, mixtape. That's the title track.
That's the title track. Yep, exactly.
Okay, there you go.
Heard it here
I
first.
get it.
That is a Rafa Raps exclusive. Rafa Rap 3000. Rafa Rap 1000.
It's gonna be under the label Geekjar Records.
Hey,
it's in the Geekjar Network Productions Enterprise.
Exactly.
We do music now.
Yeah, you guys are gonna produce my.
We're all over the world, baby.
Everybody, hey man, you could be a geek for music.
Yeah, you know,
you could be a gamer.
My producer is Alex on the ones and twos. I don't know what's your producer name, but that's what I don't.
Said.
It's Fat
DJ
Doinker.
Stinky.
Yeah.
Fat Doinker. That's what it is.
Ooh, is that Fat Doinker? Yeah, I think
that's a Fat Doinker. Doinker.
Fat Doinker on the
What'd you think, Alex? You with that?
Yeah, I think that
Doinker on the beat.
Yeah.
You want that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, what would be your producer name?
It's producer. Let me get to his intro.
Oh, let me get ahead.
What?
Go ahead, Alex.
What is up, everybody?
Hello, you didn't do the song.
The streamer's paused, dum.
Oh
boy, that's Alex. That's not us.
It says stream pause.
What wit banter we have here
that's
today?
That's not me. I didn't pause it.
Yeah,
it says pause.
Well, they heard it.
Look at you.
They heard it.
Who is they?
Hold on, I'm clicking shit. Everything's going to hell now. They heard it. The audience heard it.
I love it.
Jesus. It's the 73rd pod, and now you doing.
Is it paused now? Because I already did it.
It's not paused anymore.
Yeah, it's not paused.
That's interesting. I didn't do anything different. So, regardless, they already heard it. You guys have killed it. SMH on y'all.
How is that our fault?
You messed up, but that's our fault.
How long that stream been paused?
For a minute.
And no one decided to say anything until this moment.
You're on your
computer for the entire time.
The fuck?
I'll tell you about these newbies I'm potting, y'all. I'm talking to the audience now.
Boy, it's you, dude.
Here, let me talk to the audience, okay? Hold on. Now, if when we're doing these podcasts from home, and you know that the stream is supposed to be playing, wouldn't you let them know that the stream is paused? Audience at home.
I have an excuse, Alex. I have an excuse, Alex.
Okay, all right. Hold on, audience. Give me 1 second. Yes, John.
Would you like to? I'm the play part, so I'm playing.
Okay, all right. John's excuse, but the other.
I have an excuse.
Okay, all right, Rafa.
I'm the and part, Alex. I'm the part the and part.
Okay, so he's the and part. Okay, all right. Well, Hector, do you have an excuse as well? Since we're all just
you want to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, all right. So they're all excused. Everybody's excused. Everybody has a very bad excuse.
You're fine.
So I'm gone. I'll see you guys never again.
Let's blame the audience for this.
Hold on. Yeah, I blame the audience. So, audience, you guys lacking.
Right. Why didn't you say anything?
But I want to take this time to shout out y'all lacking asses. Hey! Shout out to audio platform audiences, wherever you listen. I'm talking about Spotify, Apple, Overcast, Anchor, all of them shits. Shout out to you guys because you guys are killing it. And normally I shout out, what geographic location listens to us the most, what device listens to us the most, what platform. Not today. Today I want to shout out
you.
Only the people that have shared the pod. Hey!
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
Shout out to you guys because you guys are sharing. I see you guys on Twitter sharing and retweeting. I see you guys on Twitter sharing and retweeting. And I see you guys on Twitter sharing and retweeting. So shout out to you guys. Hey!
Shout out to all the people.
And also commenting on YouTube and all that good stuff. Shout out to y'all. But there's one more person I want to shout out, y'all. One more person.
Me.
Not you.
Me?
Dang it.
It's Hector. Hey.
Hey, shout out to Hector.
If you notice, the Twitters and all have been a little more active. A lot more active, and that's all Hector right there. So shout out to
I was not expecting this one.
Our social media correspondent, our esports correspondent, our anime correspondent.
Or want to get the fuck up out of here correspondent.
He corresponds quite often.
He's very correspondent.
He corresponds.
He corresponds a lot.
He's a correspondent.
He came in and said, hey, man, give me the Twitter password. Y'all not doing this shit. Give it here. And
he said,
took it.
let me drive the boat. That's what he said. And then he drive the boat.
I am Kodak Black.
I am the captain now.
Let me drive the boat.
So I also want to shout out all the dads out there for Happy Father's Day. Hey!
But still, shout out you.
Bro.
Who's your favorite dad in video games?
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, favorite dad in video games.
Ain't even think about it.
My favorite dad in general, Omni-Man.
Ooh, yikes!
I'm with you,
man.
I'm with you. That's also my favorite.
Yikes! That's from the Invincible. What? No, Rafa, have you seen Invincible?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god! You're missing out on some good stuff.
You definitely have to watch that show. Invincible is crazy.
If anybody would enjoy that, is you.
Yeah, you really would. Hold on. Favorite dad in video game.
I need to search this up. Hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic so you guys don't hear my typing.
That's you put us on the here. While I shout out the YouTube audience,
start.
You guys think about that. Hold on.
I'll start.
Hold on. Can I shout out the YouTube audience first?
I will start.
Okay, so I'm just gonna shout out the YouTube audience. Shout out the YouTube audience. That's the only place where you can play, see what we play while we pod.
Holy shit!
And today that game is
Super Animal Royale.
Super Animal Royale. Hey!
Shout me out.
Shout out to my friends.
Shout out to the developers of Super Animal Royale.
Oh, fuck you guys.
And shout out to Xbox for putting it on
shout
Xbox.
Out to me, because I was right up to you guys.
Rafa, I'm talking. It's very rude to interrupt while I speak. And shout out to Game Pass. Excuse you. Shout out to Xbox Game Pass for having the Founders Pack in as a perk for this game. Shout out to Game Pass.
Shout out to me.
And shout out to Kenny for putting us on this game. Hey!
Right.
I put you on this game. Kenny had nothing to do with this game.
No, bro. Right. Shout out to Rafa. He's the one who put us on. He mentioned it last week on the podcast, and then today, this morning, instead of potting, he said, let's play it. So
instead of potting, when we were here, we decided to fuck around instead. So yeah, shout out to Rafa for wasting our time.
No, it's good. It's a really fun game.
Sweet me. Oh, yeah, shout out to Rafa. This game, I was ready to roast this game to oblivion, but I actually very much enjoy this game.
It looks honestly, it looks pretty bogus. Like just when you first look at it, but when you
it's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot.
I didn't think it looked bogus at all. I love the art style
really?
from the get-go. Yeah,
the art stuff. I didn't really like the top down.
The top down did kind of threw me off a little bit.
The top down threw me off, but I enjoy it. I can't see it any other way, really. I would like maybe like a 3D version would be cool as fuck. I got run over by a hamster ball. This game is pretty cool.
The 3D version is Fortnite, so I mean, you already got that.
There ain't no hamsters in that game.
See, I like it because, like I was saying when we were playing, for all of us that grew up, we're in our late 20s now. When we were in high school and elementary school, we used to play a lot of Flash games online. I don't even know if those are still a thing anymore because people got cell phones, but. Back in the day, you used to have Flash websites, so there was games, like Stick Arena and all these other shits where it's like top-down, little basic, point-and-click shooters similar to this. So I like this game a lot. It's a throwback for me, mixed with Battle Royale shit. So shout out to Rafa for putting us on once again.
It's my favorite because I'm a cat in a suit.
Rafa's our put-on correspondent. He puts us on a bunch of games, so shout out to Rafa.
Put-on correspondent.
Obviously has his ear to the streets, and that's what's happening.
Definitely
Rafa has his ears to the streets.
I do be having my ears to the streets.
God darn it.
Yeah, I really want to be a hater and be like, no, he's not, but he does put us on a ton of games.
Oh, wait, back to the conversation at hand.
Okay, our favorite dads in gaming, right? Let's do that.
Mine is, let me start. So let me get this out the way first.
Okay.
My favorite dad is Kratos.
Ooh.
Favorite dad is Kratos. He gives you that stern loving.
The best dad to all boys.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good choice.
Goodest of dads.
I would like to go next.
Rafa's. But go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Okay. I have honorable mentions. All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's gonna name all
to the best daddy in gaming, Big Daddy from BioShock.
You're right.
Fucking took mine.
I knew it.
But then to the best, they also other honorable mention, the best dad in gaming, Octodad from Octodad.
Ooh, he just looked up dads.
He looked up dads in
Literally
gaming.
looked up dads.
Best dads in gaming, but to the actually it's funny because I was gonna say Kratos, but then he took it. I was gonna say it was a double whammy, Kratos and Zeus, even though they're the absolute worst in gaming.
True.
They're the worst.
You gonna one up it, Zeus?
I'm gonna say Joel from The Last of Us.
Hey.
Okay, Joel from The Last of Us.
Yeah,
My favorite thing was that my first guess was Big Daddy for Rafa, followed by Joel. Those are my two guesses for Rafa.
Yeah, those were literally gonna be mine.
F you.
Damn. Well, Rafa, who are you? Who are you as your favorite daddy? Who are you as your favorite?
And now I think he's gonna take mine.
No, I really don't have one now. Those were literally gonna be my two dad picks. No, that's not gonna work.
Did you hear the faint laughter in the background?
Yeah. I got one. Well, Rafa thinks.
I thought it was
I got
something
one.
funny, but it was funny.
My favorite dad, I got two. My honorable mention is Bobby
I just heard
Bicoastal.
you.
Hey.
In gaming.
Yeah, he games. Bobby
Like a
Bicoastal.
video game.
So we're fucking around, right? So now we're just picking random people.
Right.
No, do that.
I hate y'all, dude.
That's my honorable mention, but my real one is Marcus Phoenix. Hey. Dad in gaming.
He
He's
is a
swole as
daddy.
fuck. He's swole as fuck.
He's a dad. You're
That's the only
right.
reason why. Because he's swole as fuck.
Because he's swole as fuck.
That's it.
He's quite a muscular dad.
Yeah.
Because
Or
his last name is
my
Phoenix.
real honorable mention is Johnny Cage. Hey.
Hey. Johnny Cage, really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
He's a good dad.
Yeah, he's the best
Pretty
dad.
cool. He's a pretty cool
He's a
dad.
pretty cool dad too. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, Rafa, go ahead. Give us the best dad.
Filter through the wild games you have. Just think of a dad.
If you don't, I'm gonna auto assign Max Payne to you, and I don't think you want
Max
that.
Payne. I don't
Oh,
care,
God.
Max Payne, yeah.
That's the worst dad.
Nah,
I mean,
I love
technically,
him.
we can argue that he's a great dad because he literally went down an alcoholic depression murder spree to get the people who killed his family. I mean,
Also true.
But he wasn't there.
No, my choice is going to be Master Chief.
that is,
He's not a dad.
I
He's
think
the dad of the universe. Damn it, he saves us all.
Oh, you know who you could have said?
That's
Bowser.
the stupidest fucking thing. Also, Bowser.
Oh, wow.
Could've
Yeah,
said Bowser.
Bowser.
I hate this man.
literally anybody else was a better choice than
universe.
Master
Could have
Chief.
also said Mike Hagar from Final Fight.
He's still on the dad
Right.
list.
He's on the list. Yeah.
Or Dr. Light from Mega Man.
Gaming.
Or, I'm surprised none of you guys said this, John Marston from Red Dead.
Oh
He
yeah,
was a dad. He was a dad, wasn't he?
right.
He was a dad. Yeah.
Apparently he's on the top 10 best dad list in
He's
video
pretty-
games.
He's pretty good.
No.
He's a pretty good dad.
Arthur Morgan,
is not
the
a dad.
dad of John Marston.
What about Geralt of Rivia from The Witcher? Okay, you guys are
Ooh, he's
really
pretty
fucking
good.
up, dude.
Yeah, actually,
Oh
that's a
my
very
God.
good one.
Wait, pause.
That's
You're
a
not
good
gonna
one.
spread misinformation. Arthur Morgan is not John Marston's dad. We're not doing that.
He sunned him.
All right, that's
Yeah,
no.
that's his dad.
Son, dad.
If you
He
allow
sunned
that,
him.
then you have to by default allow Rafa's. He's the daddy of the universe because he saved
Yeah,
everybody.
dude.
Is that what
There
you
you go.
want?
Also,
Not his dad.
Allow it.
coming at Alex and John, Kazuya Kiryu from the Yakuza series. I don't know why you guys
Ooh.
haven't even.
Who?
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
that
dude.
far in the. I'm not that far in the.
Yeah,
story.
I don't know who
Actually,
that is.
That's not in Like a Dragon. That's a different character.
Because you know
No,
what?
Harry Mason from Silent Hill. Come on, guys, you guys are really fucking up here.
I don't
Yeah,
play Silent
yeah,
Hill.
yeah. Dad list.
Eli Vance from Half Life. Come on,
Ooh,
guys.
Oh, I forgot
that's
about him.
actually
All right,
true.
let's
true.
expand
James
it.
McLeod from Star Fox 64. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm done.
James
that was the last
McLeod.
one.
Oh, let's
I don't even know.
expand
Did you
the
hear a
dad
glitch?
list because we talk about more than just games here. It was a pop culture podcast. Let's go movie dads.
Ooh.
Let's do
Okay, let me
movie
look that
dads.
up again. Hold on.
All right, Hector, come on. You didn't watch anything? Now this,
Oh,
now
Vin
this.
Diesel in Fast and Furious.
You're
Not a
right.
dad.
He is the dad. He's a dad of the
He's the
family.
He's a
Streets.
He's a dad in
Alright.
Fast 9.
That's a good one.
He is.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
He,
that movie.
yeah,
It
he has
comes
a
out this
daughter.
week.
He has a daughter.
It comes out this week. I haven't seen it yet.
It's in the commercials. They literally
I don't watch
spoil
trailers.
the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't
You
watch
should
trailers for
not-
that reason.
Well, there you
for
go.
a
He's a dad.
Oh.
Okay, so movie dads. Now this, I'll throw Here, we can do games. We can do movies, games, and I keep saying games. We can do movies, animes, and shows for this one. So your best dad. This
I already know what anime I'm gonna
like
say.
a motherfucker. So, all right. So I'll go first.
Hold on.
I'll go first because I already have a dad in mind. All right, he's the best dad of all time. Absolutely nothing wrong with him. He's just model citizen. Walter White. Hey,
that is a bad pick.
No, it's not. He's a great dad up until like when he lost his mind. And
he's a great dad.
But he did it. He went down that journey. Here's my point as to why I picked Walter White. He went down that road because he was under the impression he was gonna die from cancer. He didn't want to leave his family with nothing, so he turned to methamphetamine to make it, not do it. He didn't just start doing meth.
He said, "I'm not gonna make it. Might as well do meth."
So he went down and became Heisenberg, one of the biggest methamphetamine dealers in that whole side of the country. All for his family to make sure that they're well off when he leaves. That's a great dad.
First he did it for his family, but at a certain point he was like, "Nah, I'm doing this for me."
Yeah,
right. Because his family was a bunch of assholes and they didn't like what he was doing.
See, because they're ungrateful.
But like for someone to go and create drugs for you,
yeah,
that's a good dad.
That's my pick for top dad.
Okay.
Who you got? Who's next?
Ooh, I want to go.
All right, John.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball and go into anime. Right? We talk about that on here, right? We talk about that on here.
Yeah.
I say Inferno from My Hero. Is that his name? Inferno. His name?
Endeavor?
Endeavor, that guy. Endeavor.
He's a horrible father.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Turning his life around.
He's turning his life around.
He's turning around.
I am not on the last season.
Yeah,
pause.
Caught up.
Where I'm at, he's still a fucking dickhead. So
he's still technically a dickhead.
Okay,
no, he's not.
I know he's like.
He is.
Where
but
I'm at, he's like
way.
talking to All Might. He's kind of learning what it is to be a symbol, and he's like.
Okay, well, you're already getting there. Like he's.
Yeah.
The fact that he's trying to turn it around and he knows where his shortcomings are and he's trying to better himself.
That makes him a good dad. That has dick to do with his kid.
You have to watch the show. You're fucking full of shit. You're still
where I'm
shit.
at.
You know what you're talking about.
Where I'm at. Sorry, I have a fucking life. Okay, I don't sit here and watch fucking cartoons
You're playing games
all day.
with me every day. Shut up.
Not
for this
Don't
story.
do that.
Not for this story. I'm not for this.
You do not go against me when it comes to that because you're with me.
Not in this narrative.
I am the witness.
No, sir.
Don't do that.
Oh, boy.
Who else got that?
That is mine. Endeavor. I forgot his name. Endeavor.
Yeah.
That guy.
All right, which one of y'all want to go next?
All right, I'll go next. I have a double whammy for movies. All right. It's going to be Howard Langston and Jingle All the Way.
Pretty good.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, and then an honorable mention in anime is going to be the dad that turned his daughter into a dog thing.
You are fucking
yikes.
You guys don't understand what being a good dad is.
Yikes.
But the best dad in all of anime is clearly Goku, who doesn't give a shit about his kids.
Yep.
Hey,
best dad.
Yes, sir. Just get stronger is what he says. Pat on the back.
Let me actually give a good pick for best dad of
Endeavor is a good pick.
All your picks are shit. I got the best pick right here.
I have a better pick.
No, it's not
I literally have a better pick, but go ahead.
No, you don't. No, you do not have a better.
Yes,
What is it? What is it?
You say no. You say yes first.
Yours, please.
Go. No, I want to see what Hector.
Go ahead.
I want to see what Hector has to say.
This is a audio experience podcast. Right. Somebody say something.
Go, Hector.
Naruto Uzumaki, the best dad in all.
All right, so we're fucking around. You're still fucking around. Okay, great. Okay, so best dad ever is Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire because he pretends to be an old lady to spend time with his kids.
I'm the one.
Doesn't he have a restraining order or something like
that down?
Doesn't he have a restraining order?
Right. Wasn't he a shitty dad at first and then he was trying to come back from that?
A whole other endeavor. Look at that.
No.
So you're foul for that one.
Piece of shit.
You're foul for that housewife.
Endeavor.
And to be a fucking maid.
You're right. He pretends to be somebody else, right?
So what happened?
He lies to his family.
He got divorced.
Trespasses.
No. He got
what a great father.
He got divorced from the wife because the wife hates him. The wife's a bitch, right? And so then and you know how it is with divorces. The men always get screwed over, right? Wow. So he doesn't have custody of his kids. So he can't spend time with his kids, right? She's like,
trespasses.
Nah, you can't see your kids. So what the fuck you gonna do? You gotta dress up as a woman, spend time with your fucking kids. Nah, fuck that shit.
Follow the law.
Fuck that shit, bro.
That, hey, you can't see your
you're
kids.
You're a fucking hater, guy.
Or whatever This man literally did a live action endeavor and was like, he's the
not
best
even.
He actually, he even got set on fire in Mrs. Doubtfire. Her name is Doubtfire.
There you go.
No.
You said it. You said he was a piece of shit.
I didn't say that. You guys said that.
Is he not a piece of shit? Why else?
No, he isn't. He got divorced.
Why else would his wife divorce him if he's not a piece of shit?
He could have been, a piece of shit to the wife, not to the fucking kids.
Well,
he's
let me tell you
piece
something.
Of shit.
No, fuck that. Fuck
you heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks.
Pursuit of Happiness is the best dad.
True. Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh yeah,
true.
Will Smith in I Am Legend. He's the best dog dad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Best dog dad.
True.
He is the best dog dad.
Kid in the movie, but
Will Smith strangled that dog, but the dog was infected.
Will Smith in After Earth. Remember that one? He did
Liam Neeson in Taken.
I think he's a terrible
Liam
dad.
Neeson in Taken.
Dude, come on. Okay,
he was a pretty bad dad in that movie.
I'll give him
fault.
No, here's why. I'll argue this down. In the first one, I'll give it to him. Fine. You didn't see your family get, you didn't expect that. But Taken 2, 3, and 4, put these people in a room somewhere, because obviously something, something's happening to him. Something is attracting bad shit to happen to this family. So no, horrible dad, horrible.
What about John Wick from 1? The dog.
John Wick is a great dog dad. He went on a whole killing spree for his doggy.
No, Rafa said this morning that that doesn't count because you can't have fur babies. He said that to me.
No, doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count.
When did he say this to you?
You're making a lot of people very mad.
Wait, when did
we were on the Xbox party chat this morning?
Wait. You're not gonna just zoom past that.
No, I was literally stopping to tell you.
Go ahead.
We were in the Xbox party chat this morning. I told him to wish me a happy Father's Day because I asked him how many kids he had, and he said 0. And I said I have 2. 2. And then he said it doesn't count.
Because of your fur babies.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Understood. Okay, yeah. With that context, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Before, it did not.
So fur babies don't count. Sorry.
I was like, what in the fuck are you talking about? I was like, holy shit. Okay. No. You can have fur babies.
Also, if you're a single mom, this day's not for you. So go somewhere else with that. Hey,
wait a minute now.
You wait for Mother's Day, goddammit.
Yeah, you got Mother's Day and literally the rest of the year to bitch and moan about your baby daddy. So hey,
shit.
Don't do it today.
Wait. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I didn't.
Hey,
everything said is a reflection of Alex's.
No, this is me. I own it. All right, look, this day is for the good fathers. All right, the Walter Whites of the world. All right, it's not
it's not from Full Metal Alchemist.
It's not for my baby daddy. I picked horrible people. Baby daddy, fuck them, baby poppers. It's not that. All right,
Are you in some dispute with your baby mama? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, dude, I hate her.
He's over here. Fucking.
She won't let me see my kids.
You gotta dress up as a woman.
Yeah, Alex, you have to make an English accent, wear a female suit.
I lost already.
A Scottish accent. Hello. And then you can see your kids and trespass.
Yeah.
And then Rafa will think you're the best dad.
He's considered a good dad. I don't know. You guys are being fucking idiots. Oh, honestly, dude, best dad ever is the fish from Finding Nemo.
He also lost his child.
He went through the whole fucking ocean to get his kid back.
Why he lose it in the first
place? He didn't lose the kid. The kid fucking took off.
He lost his other kids when the Barracuda attacked.
Yeah, he lost all of his kids.
Yeah, literally horrible father. But honestly, all right.
So these kids literally got murdered on the streets. How is that his fault?
On the streets? It was literally in his house.
Oh, so it was a break-in.
Should have had a gun. Should have had a fish gun.
She had a gun.
Everything Rafa says is invalid.
You should have a C shotgun. I don't understand.
Right. All right, look.
C shotgun.
I'm gonna closing comments on this. Closing comments. The best dad of all time is Adam Sandler's character in Uncut Gems. All right. That's
Big
it.
Daddy.
That's that. We're moving on from that.
I would say Big Daddy would be a better daddy, but
Big Daddy.
Oh
Big Daddy,
no,
yeah.
you're right. Adam Sandler and Big Daddy is the best dad.
Adam
ever.
Sandler and Click.
No.
No, he's actually a really
not.
bad dad.
Yeah, absolutely not. Adam Sandler and Big Daddy.
Commotion.
No, Adam Sandler and Big Daddy. Because he adopted that kid. It wasn't even his kid.
Yeah, that wasn't even his.
He took care of that kid. He's the best dad. All right, he took care of Frankenstein.
Grown-ups.
Hey, oh no. Everybody in daddy daycare. All right, look, let's get out of here. All right, let's talk about
Yeah, dude, daddy daycare.
All right, let's talk about some
Eddie
fucking
Murphy.
topics. Yep. Let's talk about some real topics. All right?
Wait.
We have shit. God damn it, John. What?
I'm coming
Ask me
back
what
to
I
this.
played this week.
Oh, for real.
Oh shit, you right, might be. All right, here we go. I'm playing.
Why I play these games if I'm not going to tell my friends about it?
I hope that's not why you. All right.
It's too long. It's already too long.
Hey, you know
talk
what
to my
time it is?
friends.
It's time for the segment of the podcast that I almost forgot to bring up. What are we playing this week, baby? It's the part of the podcast where we like to tell you, our listeners, what games we've been spending our time on this week. So now, since John brought it up,
Ah, Jesus, I wasn't ready.
John, what games have you
You're
been
up.
playing this week, baby?
Oh man, let me just look through my docket. I've been playing a lot of Like a Dragon. A lot of like an absurd amount. That game is fantastic. If you haven't played it yet, you should play it. Rafa, you started yet?
No, not yet.
You should, man. It's really good. You should play it.
Yeah,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say there I have two reasons why I haven't done it yet.
Did you hear me?
But I'll bring them up later.
Because you hate me.
Oh, okay. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I figured. Been playing a lot of Like a Dragon. Been playing a lot of Control, which we will get to later. I will say where I feel about that. I played Monster Train. I gotta talk about Monster Train. I played Monster Train. I have 8 wins now. I'm Covenant rank 8, and I have 8 wins straight.
I'm pretty sure you're cheating.
I'm not. And you know what? It's laughable that these losers are even trying.
Are you doing different combinations?
I'm
or
not
are you doing
trying.
the same one over and over
Rafa,
again?
I'm doing all the the stipulations that you want, and I'm still on the top. Like, just admit that you're a loser.
So
and call
you're
it a day.
doing. So you're doing
I'm
like
doing random. I'm on Covenant rank 8. Like, just admit that you suck at the game and call it a day. Like, it's okay.
Next time you play, I want to watch you play it.
You don't have to see me play because I'm telling you this is what I fucking do.
You're cheating, bro.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter
loser.
if he picks the same deck
Yeah.
back to back
Doesn't
anyway.
even
Does matter.
If I keep losing with the same deck, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or if I keep winning with the same deck, that means I got a really good one. Either way,
Nah.
that just sounds like you suck at the game.
Once I win with a certain combination of a deck, I never go back to it.
That sounds super stupid on your
Absolutely
part.
lying.
That's
Absolutely
pretty dumb.
lying.
I'm not lying.
That's also incredibly dumb.
There's a finite conversation. There's a finite amount of. I said finite. Finite amount of options of decks in that game. There's no way you won't go back to it. If you're hitting random, you're gonna play.
Well, once I win with all of them, then yeah, I have to go back to some of them.
So
I told you
never won with
everything
all of them?
Rafa says is invalid. I told you.
Yeah, I know.
So you've never won with all of them?
No.
Because I've won with like every single one. Not like every combination, but I've won.
That's what I'm
with
talking
every
about.
single
I'm talking about every single combination. That's what I'm talking about. That's what
Oh my
I
God.
mean.
All right, man. John, what else you been playing? Every week of
that.
fucking Monster Train in this fucking podcast.
And then a curveball. I played Mario Kart. Played Mario Kart 8.
Oh,
Yeah, played Mario Kart 8. Woman lady, I beat her ass. She's asleep, so she can't hear me. But I beat the fuck out of her. She lost so bad.
Hell yeah, on Father's Day.
She's awake.
All right, who's you gonna toss it to, John? Go ahead, give it to somebody.
Let me see who I got. Rafa, what'd you play this week?
I played VR chat.
Okay, Hector, what'd you play this week?
I played Monster Train. I played Super Animal Battle Royale with you guys. And I played like Control through the whole week. Well, not really the whole week, but I played Control. I played a lot of Control.
Hell yeah!
I'll talk about that later on.
Yes, sir.
I think that's everything that I played. No, we played Knockout City. We were playing ranked.
Hey, we did. We did
ranked.
Did we?
Us too.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was there when we made it to plat.
Yeah.
Platinum. We're like platinum 2?
I'm still unranked, and I was hanging with plats and golds with you guys.
Hell yeah, that's some good
Actually,
shit.
we're finally platinum.
And
I was there when you guys made plat, the first plat, and then you guys made plat 2 with Rafa.
Yeah, we were there. Hector,
I was there when the original plat was that, baby.
I'm so happy to be plat.
We were winning, and then we lost like one game really fucking badly, and we all stopped.
And we stopped, yeah.
The classic rage quit.
Gotta end on a bad note. That's how gaming works.
It was it was like abysmal the way we lost, and we were like, you know what? That is the end of this one.
Yes, it is.
I want to say Smite. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Did we play Siege this week?
We did.
Did we play Siege?
That's so cool. You just took mine.
Yeah, there, Siege.
You were there?
Siege and Smite. I'm pretty sure I played those two.
What do you mean I was there? I'm the reason we're playing Siege again. What the fuck?
I forget.
I play Siege on my own.
But I'm saying as this collective group, like I brought it back up.
It's not your fault. Shut up, stupid.
And last game I played was I played my wiener.
All right, heck
yeah. Cheer that.
I love it.
I lost.
It beat me.
It beat me. It beat me.
It beat.
Instead of you beating it, it beat you.
Yeah.
Dick beat you. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna toss it to Hector.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
I played this week Minecraft.
What?
Yes, sir.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Minecraft because Gio and his gang have been playing it, and I'm not getting invited. So I'm like, dude, I want to feel a part of something. I
think you're not getting invited.
Yeah, so they're playing, and then I told Gio, I was like, hey man, like, what's up, man? We're not playing Valorant anymore. He's like, yeah, it's because we're on Minecraft. I was like, wow, bro, thanks for the invite. And then he's like, you have Minecraft? I was like, yeah. And then every time they play Minecraft, I still get no invites.
Nice.
Damn.
So I was like, let me make them feel bad. And I played Minecraft, and then literally yesterday, they're like, you want to play? I was like, no, I'm building my own world.
I don't need you guys' sympathy. You just went in there for spite.
I did. I just spited it. And you know what?
Don't worry.
It was actually really fun. They added a bunch of shit to it.
I won't play Minecraft with you.
I won't. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That'll make you feel. Does that make you feel better?
It actually does. Okay. And then the other games I played I played Horizon Zero Dawn. That was fun. To beat it, for the new game. I played Smite, and then I played Mass Effect 3, baby. That's all I played this week. Yeah, I think that's all I played this week.
Who are you gonna pass it to now, Hector?
Pass it to me, Hector.
Who are you gonna pass it to? I hope it's me.
I'm gonna pass it to John's sleeping girlfriend.
Hey, she played Mario Kart.
Okay, on to it.
Hey, my turn. What I played this week? I played Control. Played some of that because Rafa reminded me that game existed. That was cool. You're
the one who told us about the game.
Right. Knockout City with you guys. I played Rainbow Six Siege with you guys. Played a little bit of Super Animal. What is it? Battle Royale. Hey. And
count that one because we just did it.
Shut up.
That does
bitch.
Count.
But did I say I beat Fallen Order last week? I don't remember.
I don't think you did.
Well, I beat Fallen Order. Hey. Finally, after years of being stuck on it. And my most played game. Yeah, my most played game though was Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yes, sir. Can we just take a second? Oh, go on. What do you want?
Well, I think I played with two of you and Paul Warzone. I forget which two, but we won a game.
I was not.
Is it? Wait, was that this week? We won that battle. We won Warzone, or was that last week?
Regardless, we play Warzone, but I think we won this week.
I don't think I played Warzone this week.
You were with us. Wasn't John with us for that?
Probably. Anyways, John was saying. I just wanted to bring it up. Shout out, Paul.
Shout out to Paul. I just wanted to bring up how amazing Like a Dragon is. It's a really fucking good game. Like, really fucking good. And that's it.
All right. Nice. I want to talk about it.
You talk about it.
The last podcast, I said, and I was playing and I said, yo, what the fuck is this? I enjoyed it, but I'm like, it didn't quite grab me yet. Update. It grabbed the hell out of me. And I've been playing it nonstop. The story is crazy. But.
Nope.
No, there's a big but here.
No, dang.
You don't play this game. You don't play this. No, you don't. I know you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. You're just watching a fucking anime the entire time, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. But you don't play this game.
You're not. You're
and
dumb.
That gets made worse later on. Well, depending on how you feel about it. But later on, you can unlock it's an auto battle thing where you really don't even have to play the game anymore at all because they just battle for you. So there's the game is meant to be just experience the story, and there's nothing wrong with that. The story's great. The story's crazy. Aside from the mini games, you really don't play this game.
That's wrong. You're wrong with that.
I hope that's how the game works, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But
you all types are wrong.
I have to say that I dislike that because I hate Telltale games for that same reason because you don't play those games. They're not games. So Yakuza Like a Dragon is very, very similar to the fact that it's not a game. If it wasn't for the mini games and the fact that you have to walk,
you're trying to trigger me.
No,
I
love this.
And I'm not gonna take the bait.
I absolutely love this game, but if it wasn't for the fact that you have to walk to the next cutscene and there's little mini games in between, you don't play this game, and it even gives you the option to absolutely not play it.
That's hilarious that you're like, if it wasn't for the gameplay mechanics, it wouldn't be a game.
There is no gameplay. That's what I'm trying to say.
There is gameplay mechanics. It's a turn-based RPG
that you can turn
and
off.
There's mini games. So Mortal Kombat has the auto feature too. Are you telling me that Mortal Kombat's not a game because it has an auto feature?
Except that Mortal Kombat has a fighter in the
and it has a story. But it has an auto feature.
You're comparing absolutely.
But it has an auto feature.
Your comparison is absolutely
You're
dog
saying
shit.
that because it has an auto feature.
You're
that
mad.
It's not a game.
You're mad because I'm right, John. I can play through the campaign and not play the game. You can't do that in Mortal Kombat.
You sure you can't?
No, you can't do that in Mortal Kombat.
Nah, fam.
In Yakuza, I can literally turn on auto battle. Watch this cutscene, walk the character to the next cutscene, let it play out, walk to the next one, and I will literally beat the entire game that way. You can do that because the auto battle mode.
Do it then.
I don't want to. I actually like playing. I turn that mode off because when I'm playing a game, I want to actually play the game. That's part of the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of turn-based RPGs because I don't feel like I'm doing shit. But it is what
I don't know. I disagree. I think this game is a great RPG. Like this is one of the few RPGs that I feel like more involved with. Like there's one of the reasons why I don't really get into like Pokemon and stuff like that when it comes to like turn-based RPG because it's literally press a button, attack, press a button or whatever. But like this one, you have to be very conscious of your environment, the combos that you can set up. It's not just turn-based RPG. There's a lot more facets to this game than just your regular RPG. I would argue more it's like the South Park Fracture Butthole where it's like environmental and shit like that, or what the fuck, Mario Rabbids.
It's nowhere near Mario Rabbids.
Not exactly. You can't move.
Nowhere near. It's like not even in the same area code.
But that level of strategy is exactly the same though. It is. You have to set it up and you have to like figure out certain things. Your environment does matter.
You just wait. Exactly all you have to do is wait a little bit longer to press A. That's literally all you have to do.
No, I don't like when you do that, Alex. I don't like what you need to stop that.
No, again, I'm talking shit,
but gameplay mechanics that are in all universal throughout all games and the genre, and you're not going to do that. Not with Like a Dragon. That game's amazing.
I love it. I keep saying I love it, but I'm just saying you can literally go through that game and not play it. Just saying you can. But I love it. The story's great. The story is so strong and it's so fun that I just overlook all of that and I'm enjoying it and I'm hooked on it. So I say all that to say that I do love it and it's great and I see why people are drawn to it. That's all I meant to say. That's it, John. Don't have to be mad that I didn't like the game you developed or you got sponsored with or something because goddamn you're mad over this game.
Over here saying it's not a game and it's like that's Definitely a game. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's really
just because it's not pew pew like you and Hector doesn't mean it's not a game, Alex. There are other genres out there, Alex.
Fuck up.
You're getting a great. You're getting.
Just got fucking straight bullet. Also, I take offense to the Pokemon because Pokemon is way more than just click and watch the shit move.
That is definitely look at your wow. Some moves do more damage than the other moves.
There's strategically swapping out Pokemon if needed to. There's moves where you switch places so that they attack the wrong person. Yes, it's more than what you
I'm gonna get in my Alex bag.
Oh, here we go.
You literally just press A. You choose the move and that's it. Like that's all you do.
That's cap.
Environment doesn't matter. Sure, some characters are better for other characters, but that's it.
That's a cap and a half.
That's it.
Technically, could matter.
It doesn't.
There's certain moves that lets you change the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. Like sunny day.
There's also terrains in the game. There's
but that doesn't
weather.
Matter.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you
can't pick up something from the environment and
your
use
inner
it for
moron
you can't do that.
is showing right now, but it's okay.
No. You like a dinosaur of an RPG that is just the same shit for 20 years. And you guys are saying it's new.
This is fantastic.
Nobody said it was good.
I absolutely love being on the outside of that because it's hilarious.
Right?
It's so fun to do downplaying games like that. It's so fun. But because people get mad for absolutely no reason. Like it doesn't take away anything from you or your experience, but you just have to defend it.
Right.
But no. Again, Pokemon is a great game. There's depths to that. John's wrong. Like a dragon, Yakuza, like a dragon. There is depth to it. That's all correct. But it gives you the option to just watch it. You can do that. Shut up, John. But let's talk about some topics. Here, because we have some topics. Y'all ready for them?
Yeah, a handful.
Oh, actually, on the topic of Pokemon, we have some Pokemon news. Hey,
oh yeah, baby!
A different Pokemon game. Something fresh and new.
So speaking of games that suck dick, a new Pokemon MOBA's coming out. Hey. I just said nothing.
You backpedaled so fast.
No. A new Pokemon Unite is coming this summer, and man, oh man, I am excited but cautiously about it. Hey,
I'm all about it.
Pokemon Unite is a MOBA in the style of League of Legends, the top-down MOBA style. Dota, League of Legends, all them good shits. But Pokemon theme. Now, there's some big differences here. This is a mobile game first, I believe. Right?
No, other way around.
It's a Switch game and it's ported to mobile?
The Switch comes out in the summer, and then the mobile version comes out in November.
Okay, so it's a Switch version and a mobile version. Pokemon MOBA. There is no Titans at the end, at least based on the trailer. So in a MOBA, you have the 5v5, 3 lanes. This is the general structure of a MOBA. There are some differences here and there depending on the game. But traditionally, 5v5, there's 3 lanes. There's towers in between the 3 lanes, and the whole point is to kill the whatever the hell's at the end. The main thing at the end. It could be a Titan. It could be I think Pathogen had like a ball or something in there that you have to shoot. Whatever.
Like a generator or some shit.
Yeah. This one.
I missed that. Pathogen.
Yeah, that game was cool. This one is you're essentially dunking balls at the end to get more points. At least from the gameplay trailer that came out, that's what it looks like. How do we feel? How do we feel about Pokemon Unite?
I'm all about it, Alex. Thanks for asking.
Wow.
I love MOBAs, especially Smite. Smite's some game that's been near and dear to my heart. A game that I feel like I'm always going to go back to and play. I love the whole MOBA genre, the whole thing. Like, I think with MOBAs, it's a very it's a very hard curve to get into. Like the learning curve for MOBAs is really hard. So I wonder, because it's Pokemon, I wonder if it's going to be more simplified, a little bit more easier to get into. So it'll be a nice way to kind of bring in people into MOBAs. See, it's Pokemon, right? I don't really think they're gonna have it like super complicated,
right?
Like League or Smite, where you have to commit builds and all this other crazy shit. The meta and what's in and what's not. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna have an easy entry point, and then later on it might get harder to like kind of master the game itself. It might have that, but I don't see it having a really deep learning curve. I just kind of.
Yeah, right. I feel like it's gonna be like Smash. You know how Smash, you anybody can pick up and play Smash, but
to like
But then all of a sudden, like they have players where it's just like the most intense, crazy strategies, and like
there's that next step that's like you can take that step or you're never gonna get
casual.
to that point. Yeah. I feel like that's how this is gonna be with this MOBA, and I think it's great, man. I think it looks really cool. Like we were literally watching the trailer before we started podding because I was just sharing my screen on Discord, and like it looks like you pick certain Pokemon do certain things, and then depending on what you do. Like learning, like getting experience, like leveling up, like in a regular MOBA, the Pokemon evolve to the next stage, right? So that's really fucking cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Like you saw like Pikachu running around, those like a Blastoise, a Snorlax. And you actually saw some actual gameplay in the trailer itself, and you know we don't. That's something we saw, right? But what we kind of have an idea of, like, because we play MOBAs a lot, especially like Hector and I played a lot, so we kind of see some of the archetypes in those scenes. Like some of them were like kind of like some of them were playing more guardian style, some were playing more kind of like appeal roles, some of them were doing more like ADC roles. You see those type of moves in there, so like it just gets me really excited because I love Pokemon, you know, and I love MOBAs, so it's like it's match made in heaven for me. Definitely.
I'm gonna say words now. Here I go. I feel like going back to what you were saying about how you don't think it's going to be super complicated or anything like that, as far as like builds, I would argue that any time that Pokemon or Nintendo, mostly Pokemon, like branches outside of the standard RPG, they're pretty like simple for the most part. Like biggest example I could think about is like Pokken Tournament. I don't know if you guys actually played that. It's not all that complicated to play. Like it's pretty simple. I think same thing where once you kind of learn it, then you can kind of get into it. But I guess all Nintendo games are kind of like that. They're just very easy to pick up and play and shit like that. I think the basketball concept of the thing is really weird. Like, why are these Pokemon dunking basketballs?
It's the same concept. You're essentially ticking at the end of the wave.
But it's not like it's like in most MOBAs there's the minions and then like you take out the towers to beat the final whatever the hell, like the generator or whatever, to win. But this one is like you have to continuously score points and then at the end of the game the one with the most points wins. So like I guess in that aspect it is different for a MOBA, and I guess for me I'm a little confused and hesitant to call it a MOBA, but I mean it has all the blueprints of what makes one, like the 3 lanes, the tower. So it's in a weird spot for me, but I'm still very eager to try it just because it is something different for the Pokemon, and Pokemon by itself is a base piece of shit dinosaur of a game, so for them to try something else is great. That one was for Hector. I saw him nodding and then he started shaking.
Look at what
I will not take this abuse, bro. I will not take this abuse. Although
I like Pokemon.
So with this game, I don't know if they're showing like the main game mode, because you know how like in Smite and League of Legends they have like other variations of the game mode, like they have Assault, they have like Siege for 2v2s or 4v4s. So I don't know if this is the main game mode, because in my head when I think of like a Smite mode, I'm not a Smite MOBA, a Pokemon MOBA, like I can think of like. So, like, the god Pokemon in the game is called Arceus, so I could see him as the Titan on both sides. Like, so, like, Arceus on one side, and then Giratina, which is, like, the negative world Pokemon. Like, you've seen him, he's in the new Pokemon Diamond and Pearl games, the big snake dragon thing. Yeah. So he could be you know how, like, in Smite, there's, like, Order and Chaos side, so, like, that could be Giratina and Arceus. Like, I could see them as being the Titans. And then I could see where like in Pokemon you could have like items that you can put onto like the Pokemon as like choice scarf, whatever like that, like choice specs, things like that, where like it boosts their stats. So like I could see how they could make it like super intricate, where like they have like a build kind of for the Pokemon and things like that. And I really like the idea of like so at least in the commercial what they showed is like, let's say you come in with the Charizard, it de-evolves into a Charmander, and as the game progresses, like every like 5, 10, 15 levels or whatever, I don't know how that works, but every few levels or every few experience points you level up, and you can get it through either completing camps that I think were shown by dunking the basketball, or by defeating other Pokemon in the game. And like some of the moves are like really, really cool. Rafa had mentioned like there's like a Guardian role. So like the one that I've always brought up because I thought it was really cool is Mr. Mime brings up like this barrier wall that you can block off people from going on the other side, which instantly reminded me of like a Ymir wall and Smite and things like that. So it's like it has huge potential, I think, especially because it's Pokemon and it has such a wide reach. But I don't know if this mode that they're showing, at least in the trailers, is the main game mode. I personally hope it's not, because I want something a little bit more more Smite, more League,
like
more traditional, right? Yeah. But I mean, if this still looks super interesting, I'll still definitely check it out. I will say that like the in between, like the jungle, kind of like League of Legends, where it's like the grassy area, that to me just does not seem like super important in like the basketball game mode. But I guess it might be, because I saw like at one point they were catching Pokemon like in the grassy, like random Pokemon would pop up in the grassy like area in the jungle area, and they would catch them and gain experience points.
I think that's more so like their death animation, like the trainers bring back their Pokemon. I think that's what that was.
Well, yeah, whatever the case may be, the jungle just doesn't seem very important to me. I think it's just like a shortcut to get to either lanes, but regardless, it's kind of weird.
We'll
but
see.
That game mode is interesting.
I'm definitely eager. I'm curious to see how it's going to play. We were talking about it, Hector, about how since it's going to be on phones, is it going to be, do you control, like similar to like a Diablo or where you move the character with the left stick, and then, because League of Legends is a point and click. You click and then, that's how you maneuver your character. But because this is a Switch release and you do play the Switch on a TV, sometimes if you dock it, will you move with the left stick and then have the powers or abilities attached to buttons similar to Smite, or will it be like you have your Joy-Con pointed at the TV and you're using that as a mouse, which is horribly disgusting and the worst thing. Because it's also coming out on the phones. Now on the phones, you could get away with the mouse feel where you're just tapping the part of the screen where you want the character to move, or you could also do the virtual joystick. So that's what's pretty much going to make or break the game for me. It's stupid, I know, but if they don't have the joystick option, I'm probably not going to pick it up, because I'm not a fan of how League of Legends plays in that type of game, in a MOBA specifically.
I think I'm more with Hector that I like. The one thing that I hope this game has is a more traditional MOBA game mode.
Yeah,
because I feel like that will just increase the replayability of this game. I feel like a lot of people, except for like maybe the Pokemon stands, will kind of like stop playing this game after you've already been like, okay, it's just basketball with Pokemon. I feel like MOBAs in their traditional form have just a longer replayability value. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but I feel like if they have like a actual MOBA mode, like a Pokemon MOBA, actually, not just the basketball mode, I think it would do gangbusters.
I don't know about gangbusters.
I don't know. I think a Pokemon MOBA in its traditional form, like a League of Legends or a Smite or a Dota, I think it would top some shit, because it's Pokemon in a MOBA form.
That's like, if fucking Pokken would have broke records and this shit. Pokken didn't do anything, and that's Tekken. That's a fighting game. Well, not Tekken. It's more like whatever. It's a Pokemon fighter, and that was like that.
But also, it was on the Wii U though. Like, not a lot of people had the Wii U and shit.
Yeah,
it came back on the Switch, and it didn't do shit. Mario Kart was still selling like hotcakes on both consoles.
Mario Kart is Mario Kart. Like, do not even compare the two.
This is Pokemon.
Do not even compare the two. Okay,
I can't compare Mario Kart to Pokemon.
No.
One of the biggest franchises on the planet. I can't compare to Mario Kart.
No, you can't do that. It's apples to oranges, you idiot.
All right. Well, Pokemon Snap can come out and do. Whatever. Okay. We're moving on. Let's talk about some more bullshit here. Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's talk about Scott Cawthon, whatever the fuck. Hey,
Jesus
that guy.
Christ.
Who cares? Like, imagine like Coffin, COFF.
Look, Cawthon. Right?
It's not hard.
Yeah,
standard.
I have to care about the person to
but
know
who
his
cares?
name. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Scott. Never did. But let's talk about him, because So Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, in case you're wondering who the hell this guy's name we're arguing about has announced his retirement. Hey,
what?
So
no more Five Nights?
No, that's not what that means in the slightest bit at all.
What does that mean?
It means that he's no longer going to be making them himself. He has announced his retirement. Now, there's a lot of speculation going on because of the timing, that it has a lot to do with the recent controversy that he was surrounded in. I mean, that surrounded him. It came out that Scott, good old buddy Scott, was making donations to Republican candidates, which already is a red flag for some reason. But the people he was donating to have had, they're very Jesus Christ, they have notoriety. What's that word? Notorious for being anti-LGBTQ communities.
That's the red flag.
They're being anti that. That's the red flag there. So that came out. Part. No, I mean that came out there, and people are upset because his fan base is very, very large. Part of it is LGBTQ+. So that community, I mean, that controversy came out a little bit later. He announced, made a post saying, "Hey, man, I want to miss my family. I got 6 kids. I want to take time to make games for them. I want to get back to loving this. So if I have to be canceled and you guys ain't down with me like that, then fuck it." That's essentially what he said. I will read it now. So his quote says, "I have been shown tremendous love and support over the last week, a lot of which has come from the LGBTQ community. The kindness that has been shown to me has been unreal." I read the response. So he says, "If I get canceled, then I get canceled. I don't do this for the money anymore. I do it because I enjoy it. If people think that I'm doing more harm than good now, then maybe it's better that I get canceled and retire. I would accept that." That's what he said. So what are our thoughts?
I respect that. I respect him. Be like, if you're not gonna ride with me, then what the fuck am I doing this for? I respect that. As far as like, because I know you and I had a conversation about like, why is this an issue or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was speaking more so devil's advocate, because like in full transparency, like I like Five Nights at Freddy's. I have not played a game since we played it for the channel. And probably will not do so until maybe we play one for the channel again, and maybe if we ever do that. But I do enjoy the lore of Five Nights. I thought it was very interesting at the time, and now it just feels oversaturated. So like, I'm not defending Scott Cawthon or fucking. It's not a Like a Dragon for me, essentially.
Okay,
anyway,
okay. So I can talk to you about this one.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Because you really don't play this game.
Yeah, I don't play that at all. Even though I just said that. But anyway, but like the issue comes from the fact that, I mean, like as someone in the community, because you thought there wasn't a problem, Alex. You couldn't see that. You didn't see that there was an issue. Like what's the issue if he wants to donate to somebody? It's just the fact that if I am a community member and I support you.
Can I say my point? You have to say my point.
Oh, my bad.
No,
anyway, I was saying if I'm a part of this community and I ride with you, Alex, and you make fucking Booty Clappers 69 the game, and I'm just a huge fan of Booty Clappers 69, and I just also happen to like cats or some reason. It's a really stupid analogy, but it's just like, and I find out that you are donating your money or whatever, essentially the money that I give you, to political officials who are anti-cat and want to kill cats or don't want to give cats rights, I'm gonna feel away. And that's where that stems from, especially when the majority of or a significantly large part of your base is cat lovers. Do you understand?
I understand, and my opinion on that is you have the right to feel the type of way about my personal beliefs. I have a right to have my personal beliefs, and I have a right to donate my money that I worked for, that I made the game, that you bought the game. It wasn't like you're donating to me as a Twitch streamer. No, you're buying the game that I made. You're buying you're buying something that I created, right? You like the games.
You're buying a product.
A product. You like the game. You don't like me. You know, right? If it wasn't for the game, there would be no me, right? We wouldn't even have this conversation. That has nothing to do with my political affiliations and who I choose to donate my money to. That's where I stem from. And like, why does it matter? Okay, unless it comes out that he says specifically, "Yo, I hate trans people. He hates trans people. I'm gonna give him my money because of that." Then it's a problem. But we don't know if he donated to these guys because of other shit on the platform, and it just so happened that they had that as well. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, it's like the whole separate the art from the artist argument. like in video games, I feel like that's way more necessary. Because people can create amazing games and just have a political opinion that you don't like. You're not going to play your favorite game now because, you know, I like to kill cats. You're not going to play Booty Clapper 69 because I hate cats. Mm-hmm. No.
I thought you were a cat lover like me.
No, that's the thing. You can choose not to support it, and you can choose, like, that is your choice. If that issue and all that is so important to you, the fact that he made that donation, by all means do not support it. Voice your opinion. I'm all for that. And if you choose to retire, cool. My opinion is, I don't care. All right, I don't care who you choose to donate your money to. Okay, I have my own opinions on the matter, and I'm gonna voice them as such. Just like I have the right to say, "Hey, you're wrong." You have the right to say, "I'm wrong." That's my opinion on the matter. I don't think he should have been forced to retire over this, even though he technically wasn't. He made the choice himself. But you should be able to separate himself.
So what most likely he did is that he, instead of fucking dealing with all the backlash,
he just said, I'm gone.
He's like, I'm just gonna get out of the spotlight. And you know, I kind of respect that. Yeah. Because like he's already made his legacy. We already know him as the Five Nights at Freddy's guy.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and honestly, like even though they're still putting out games and like all this other shit, like Five Nights at Freddy, it already peaked. Like
a long time ago.
Like it's not. It would be a miracle if it has a resurgence again, like Minecraft. You know?
I disagree.
Really wrong on that one.
Actually, you know what? I disagree. Like as far as like the mainstream community or whatever, as like you know how it was like this huge boom and everybody was playing it. In that sense, yes, but it's still very, very big. Like it's still very popular, especially amongst children. Like it's a very huge game.
Yeah, still. Especially with the new one coming out and there's a movie still coming out. Like, that franchise ain't
I mean,
the
franchise. I'm not saying it's dead. I'm just saying it's not going to hit the level that it hit.
It didn't get the kiss of death like Alex.
I honestly think you're wrong on that one because like not only is the movie and the new, especially the new game is getting a ton of hype because of the art style change and how VR, it's going. Right? It's also no, it's not VR. Yeah, they had like a separate VR game that like. The lore itself amongst the game is honestly the thing that's carrying the game the most out of everything. Like the games themselves, yeah, they're really, really great. They're fun to play, yeah, but it's the lore. It's also like the YouTubers that are making content behind it. It's the books that are being put out about it. And it's just like, yes, this is a big blow for anybody who cares about the donation, but at the same time, it's like the reason I just found it really funny that like the reason he said, "Hey man, like I'm not in it for the money anymore," is because he's made so much bank off of these games already. Like matter.
It's like, yo, like your hate means nothing to me. Like he is okay.
Yeah, financially he's super fine, especially because like even if he does put out this new game, and more than likely he's gonna put out another one after it, he's gonna still make a lot of money. So it's just like, if you guys want to leave, and that's fine, go for it. But I'm gonna still keep putting out these games, and even if you retire me, like I still own the FNAF franchise. So if somebody else comes and makes a game out of it, I still get the money out of it. So it's just like.
So
whatever, but I do think
the statement continues a little bit. It says his retirement will not bring an end to Five Nights. We knew this. It's too big for that. He says someone else will eventually be running the show, someone of my choosing, someone that I trust. So he's gonna be in the background. He's gonna be in the background. There's no way.
He's gonna just pull the strings from the back. He's just gonna.
He's gonna be a producer,
be the puppet master. Yeah,
a producer.
Yeah, he's gonna be hitting it from the back, so it's not even a big deal.
Yeah, he's gonna be clapping that Five Nights cheeks.
That's what he's doing. Okay, that's weird. All right. Anyway, but that's that. Let us know what you think down below. Is somebody's political contributions now? Don't mix my words up to say that. I have to double back a little bit. Don't take it as I am anti-LGBTQ and I don't think that's important. That's not the case at all. And he may not even be that way. All right. Do you think someone's political contributions, donated to like a Donald Trump campaign, is enough for you to completely hate, not hate, but completely stop supporting somebody based on their franchise? And I'm not asking you guys. I'm asking the audience. But if you guys want to chime in, you can too. Like, let's say, for example, Ed Boon. This is the example I gave John. Ed Boon, Mortal Kombat, right? He made, he's a big, he's the head honcho over at the Mortal Kombat.
He's the creative director, no?
Yeah. So if it came out that he's, I was gonna say a clan member, like that he donated money to Trump. Let's just say that came out, right? For me, I'm like, all right, that's your opinion, cool. I'm still gonna play Mortal Kombat. I disagree with you. I don't agree. That's probably a horrible way to spend your money. You could have gone to something else, but I'm still gonna play Mortal Kombat because that's a franchise that I love. That's my opinion. Do you guys share the same opinion? let me know in Twitter, at the YouTubes, wherever you hit us up at. Let us know, because I'm curious. This is a conversation to have, because this happens quite a bit. This type of thing where, their political donations came out and now I have opinion on this person. Let me know. But let's move on to some raunchy news. Ooh. Some raunchy news.
I'm getting horny.
So the Harley Quinn show was on that DC streaming platform, but now it's on HBO Max.
HBO Max, baby.
It's on HBO Max. Hey, show.
That's a great show.
Good show.
That's the one where Joker
Did you tap it multiple times, Alex?
It double tapped. That's the one where Joker found out who Bruce Wayne was, and he immediately started complaining about the electric cars. Is that show?
Yes. That is that show.
Yeah, I've never actually seen it, but that scene made me laugh really hard. So
it's a really good show.
I saw the whole show. It's really good.
I want to check it out. It's on my list of my ever-growing list of shit that I have to check out. So in the upcoming season, DC cut a scene from Harley Quinn that showed Batman performing sexual acts on Catwoman.
Yo, send a link.
They cut it. It's cut. Doesn't
It's
exist.
not in there.
Rafa is down bad.
And they said
send a link.
They said that
Batman
heroes.
was eating Catwoman's cat.
They said heroes don't do that.
What was this sexual act doing?
He was
performing
conducting the oral sex.
Cunnilingus on Catwoman.
He was speaking parcel tongue in between Catwoman's legs.
He was eating some punani pie. No,
I wish I never asked this question.
He was eating that woman's cat.
He was eating her pussy out.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's what he was doing. It was cut.
Explicit.
Anyway,
and DC said, "Hey, man, heroes don't do that." Now this has spawned the most hilarious of controversies and a set of memes that are fucking hilarious to me. My favorite response to this was Zack Snyder himself, baby. So Zack Snyder himself in response to this, because him and DC, they have history. We could say we'll just say that they have history together. He tweeted out a picture of Batman from the comics, legitimately performing the act.
Is it from the comics actually, or is it just a? I don't think it's from the comics.
Porno.
I think it's just a drawing.
Holy shit!
Porno.
Was it from?
But he did tweet. He did. I don't know if it was straight from the comics, but he did tweet out a picture of Batman eating out Catwoman. It looked like it's from a comic, and he just said he just said canon. So I don't know.
Favorite response.
But that is my favorite. Like the fact that this is even a movement, it's like heroes should eat out. Like heroes should be eating out their women's. Is some of the funniest shit that I have ever heard. And also, I just think it to get into the whole thing, for them to be like, we can't have heroes eating people out or whatever. It's like that show isn't for kids anyway. Like their whole argument was like,
that's a rated R show.
Yeah, that's a TVMA show. Because they were like, we're trying to sell toys and stuff like that to kids. We can't have them doing oral sex or whatever the fuck like that. And I'm like, but this show's not for kids anyway.
No, they're cursing. They're saying fuck shit.
They say some crazy things.
It's hella violent. People are getting decapitated. People are getting cut open. Like the show is not for kids at all.
And even the material inside of it is not for children at all. So for them to be like, we're trying to sell kids toys, you can't have Batman eating out Catwoman. It's like, well, that kid shouldn't even be watching the show in the first place, if we're being honest. Like, why can't if there's any place for Batman to be eating some coochie, it's that show.
And also, well, real quick, Rafa, that picture that he tweeted out is not from a comic. That is fan drawn.
I was looking into it. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, like ain't no way that was not in a fucking comic.
It should be. It definitely should be. Yeah. So DC putting out some big DJ Khaled energy out here, and I don't like it.
Right.
Not a fan.
Hella Khaled. That's hella DJ Khaled energy.
And
since
Zack Snyder is the DC guy and he makes the DC movies, if he says it's canon, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, who the fuck is DC? All right, all they do is ruin their own shit. All right. So no, this controversy, the fact that it's a controversy is so funny to me, because it's like, I can see both sides, but DC's like so in the wrong. Like if this was Saturday
Wait, how
morning,
can you see both sides?
because I mean it's their property to do whatever the fuck they want with it, right? And they feel like Batman going down on Catwoman is not very Batman-like.
Right.
I can see that, but the fact that it's in this show, the fact that it's this property, it's not Saturday morning Batman Catwoman show. No, it's the R-rated adult version of the show.
Yeah.
I
feel like Batman Beyond or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I feel like this is so like who the fuck cares? Like,
and they also, by the way, it's not part of this show, but I think it was a movie. There's a whole separate like DC movie.
Yes.
I
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Where they had Nightwing have sex with Harley Quinn.
It was implied.
Technically, he got raped, but he was cool with it.
Wasn't that Batman?
That wasn't rape.
Yes, he was tied up. He didn't want to do it.
He wanted to. All right.
And there was also a scene in that Batman. They remade the Killing Joke, and she just with Barbara Gordon.
Batwoman, and Batman.
Like
Batwoman and Batgirl, Batman.
Batgirl, and which
Batman
that came out of nowhere. Like
that one was.
Yeah, that one was weird. That one was just weird. So
and why is it a problem now? Why is it a problem now?
I think maybe that's why, because I think a lot of people were like, why the hell is this in this? But I feel like DC took that the wrong way, because like they put that in there, right? And I remember there was like, I don't want to say it was like a little bit of backlash, but I think there was a lot of people it was a very polarizing scene, and a lot of people were like, why the hell is this in here?
Yeah, but not for
Batman
the sex.
would never. But I think that DC took it as like, oh, it's the sex. But it's like, no, it's just in the Killing Joke. That doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. So I think it was more so like you're fucking with the source material.
Yeah.
But this show that doesn't really tie into any source material at all, you could do whatever the fuck you want with it. And it's a rated R show. Which I think also that Killing Joke was also rated R, or was supposed to be or something.
I think it was rated MA or rated R, yeah.
Yeah, so like it seems like they're listening, but to the wrong thing. That's just what it seems like.
All right, we could take away from this that heroes do that.
Yeah,
and heroes should do that.
You best believe Superman out here eating some Lois Lane coochie. You best believe,
because you can
that
guarantee,
was worded so badly.
You can guarantee that aside from Superman, none of these heroes' dicks is lasting long enough to satisfy the woman. So you have to finish the job.
Right.
All right.
You ain't got no son.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because shout out to our sponsors, Blue Chew. Imagine.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to gas station dick pills.
Yes, sir.
Keep going like Superman. Blue Chew. That's how you do it.
All right. Let's get out of there. Okay, we have to get some more PG topics. Okay, because we demonetized enough. Somebody has the audacity to say some crazy shit. All right. But speaking of genitalia out on the screen all over the place, Cyberpunk is coming back. Hey,
boy,
you're right.
So Cyberpunk was taken out of the PlayStation Store a while ago for being the most atrocious, most buggy, most what the hell happened here game of all time. Hey, so it's coming back. They apparently they've patched it enough to be a passable game on the PSN. So starting June 21st, it's back, baby. Hey, you can go ahead and purchase that. Who cares?
I think it's too little, too late.
Yeah, 1,000%.
It honestly is. People have already moved on.
Like I'm over Cyberpunk at this point.
The hype is super over.
I beat it. I said I'm gonna go back when they do the Series X, but honestly, like I forgot about it already. I'm over it.
Cyberpunk is sorry, John, I didn't interrupt.
No,
but Cyberpunk's at that point that like if you already played it, you're gonna keep on playing it if you started the story. If you didn't play it at all when it launched or around that time, you're most likely not gonna go back and play it.
No, never.
Like
unless there's like a sale or something, but other than that,
it's past. And Cyberpunk took a really huge fucking hit because how horrible it was. So a lot of people already have a thought and the opinion of, well, Cyberpunk's a piece of shit, so why am I even going to play it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That taste is still in a lot of people's mouths. Like that's
very much.
That is. I think that's going to be harder to wash away than No Man's Sky. Because No Man's Sky obviously is in good graces now. It's winning awards and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is going to be way harder because ultimately dropped a broken game, like the most broken game I've ever seen for older consoles. Not for me because I have a Series X and my shit runs smooth. My shit
was fine.
Yeah, no. As far as that game goes, I can't say I care too much about it anymore. I'm still to this day right in front of the last mission. I have not beaten it. I might just wait till the Series X version comes out just to play the last mission, but that's it. I don't see myself going back. Even if they drop the multiplayer, I'm over it. I'm over it.
I am curious to see like what it does in the PSN now that it is on there. I wonder if the PlayStation community was even waiting for it, or if they're just like, I don't care anymore.
No, they definitely don't care.
Because we've all played it. I think Rafa, have you played it?
No, I haven't.
Hector, you have, right? I know you have. Am I wrong?
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
Did you play Cyberpunk?
Yeah, I completely beat it.
Okay.
I actually really enjoyed it. I got the apparently best ending, so I was super happy about that. But besides that, it was just like meh.
Yeah, so like for us, we've already experienced it, so there's no point. Like we don't care what happens next. But for people in PlayStation who didn't get that opportunity, I wonder if they're still waiting for it, or if all the negative, just all the negative press just put that shit in the dirt even deeper.
I just hope it works. That's my thing. I hope the game fucking works because CD Projekt Red is an amazing developer.
Yeah.
Like this is a fucking shit stain on their legacy, but they can turn it around as long as they fix it. And they seem to be.
Witcher 4, baby.
And they seem to be. They never stopped working on it. Like to this day, if you think about CD Projekt Red's like last 7 months, last 8 months, they've been through some shit. They dropped Cyberpunk. Yeah. They got hacked. They got ate alive by the community. What else? The shit's coming out about them. That's due to the hack. PSN removing a game. I've never seen that before. Like they've had quite a year so far, but I think they're in a position to make a good comeback, and come back better than ever. So I hope so too.
I love CD Projekt Red.
But yeah, that's happening. So if you never checked out Cyberpunk on PlayStation, good on you. Hopefully it's fixed and you can experience it. Because it's not a bad game. It was just a broken game. That's all it was. It was way too ambitious for those old consoles. So I don't know what the fuck they were thinking there. But
yeah,
I think it's time to talk about Loki and wrap this bad boy up.
Oh my god!
Hey,
Loki!
Yeah.
So, as always, there's full spoiler talk for Loki episode 2. If you don't care or you haven't seen it, that's it for you guys. We'll see you guys next week on the Play-In Pod. Appreciate you, love you, share it, all that good stuff. And kisses for you. If you're here from this point on, spoiler alert for Loki, because we're going all the way in. You've been warned. All right.
You forgot the game swap at the end, so technically they still got something to watch.
Oh, might be. Don't leave yet.
They're gone already.
Dang it.
No, I already walked out the door. I'm out of here.
Dang
I was just like, that's it. I was like, wait, no, it's not. Alex,
I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back.
No, I already left.
I'm not coming back.
That's it. We lost all of our viewers.
I'm not coming back.
Hold on, wait, come back. They're gone. All right, just a tip. Skip to the next timeline because we do have the game swap after this. My B, forgot about that. Okay, now like spoiler alert. All right, and it's the game that I picked too. All right, now spoiler alert. All right, Loki, episode 2, continuing the show.
With the second episode.
Y'all were right. Yeah, y'all were right. The new rock stars finally got one right. Hey, I don't know why that's but
that surprised me. I'm like, oh shit, that they were right. It was.
I told y'all.
So just a really quick recap of the episode. So they're bringing in Loki this version of Loki to help out find the other version of Loki who's killing people. So they go off and they're like at a Renaissance fair, right? If I remember that correctly.
In the 80s, yeah.
Yes.
In the 80s. And then and that's where the variant was. That's what's called the bad Loki. And this Loki was trying to be sneaky, trying to kind of play with them, whatever. And then Owen Wilson. Yeah, Owen Wilson was like, wow, not today. Wow. And he stopped him.
It's like, haha, nice try.
Yeah. And he stopped him and so then Owen Wilson got in big trouble because Loki's trying to be his all trickster self or whatever, but then Loki kind of comes around to help out, and then a really really cool scene where Loki, or that whole segment where Loki kind of figures out like where the other Loki's hiding. I really like that whole segment. Right
yeah,
there. That was really cool. How Loki kind of just like they're trying to figure out like, oh, we'll just go back and look at the old files. Maybe we missed something. And Loki did catch something, and they were able to kind of pinpoint where the variant is, which was really really cool to see. So the variant is hiding in the timelines, yeah, where the apocalypse is happening, because the world is ending. So whatever they do doesn't matter because that timeline is ending, right? That's kind of like the point that he was making. So like he was doing, like they're in Pompeii when they're testing it out, and Loki started talking about the what was the thing we called them, the Tennessee
Vitamin Association,
and all, and they're just giving all these secrets out about the universe that these people are not supposed to know about. But like there was no splinter off the main timeline because the world was ending. That was really cool to see. So then they finally eventually at 2050 there's a hurricane, right? A hurricane
the super
that's going to destroy this small town, and that's where the variant is. And then we finally find out it's a girl Loki, first of all, so you guys were right about that. That was cool to see. And then we find out what the girl Loki's actual plan is. It was not just to kill people, it was to literally bring down the actual like timeline, right? Like it's the whole timeline itself. Yep. Because of yeah, John?
No, I was gonna say, because I don't know if I'm misremembering, but is it the world ending or just natural disasters? Because I remember when he explained it, he said it doesn't matter how big or small it is, like the disaster's gonna happen. So regardless of what you do, it's gonna happen. Yep. So she can hide in those disasters, right, like Pompeii, because it destroyed the whole city, not the world.
It's got to be where everybody at that place is dead, where nothing continues from that point. For those, didn't
they call it like apocalyptic level events? I think that's what they called it.
Apocalyptic events or something like that. So but I just wanted to be clear. I wanted to be clear, like I wasn't misremembering it. But like natural disasters, where I guess like a large amount of people, I guess like the entire community dies.
Vicinity, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean worldwide.
I was just for my own, the pod and for my own. I'm like, did I not do that right? Did I not listen to it right?
No,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So then we find out that girl Loki, the reason she was killing all those what they called Minutemen. I don't remember the name of the soldiers.
Minutemen.
They have like these little devices that kind of wipe out the splinter timelines. She has a bunch of them, and she activates them. And because she activates them, like, and they also go through like portals.
She teleported them to different times,
to different timelines, different spots in the time sequence thing, making a bunch of like 1,000 splinters, just like literally fucking up the whole time, the time wave itself. You remember that, Alex? Like, because they were looking
I have a question.
That's very important. Very important.
I have a question, right? Because
yes,
when Girl Key sends the bombs out, those things reset the timeline. That's what they do, right? They just put it right back to normal.
It does. No. That's how they say it does. But what actually does,
it wipes out
that
time stream.
Yeah.
Right. So but.
Take your time.
I just understood it. I just understood what happened. It's cool. No, because
what happened?
My thought process was because when they wipe out that time strain, they kill everybody there. Why doesn't it continue? But that timeline is gone and it went back to normal. So that technically that variant never happened. So what she did was nuke the regular timeline, which created a bunch of variants.
Yeah, she what is it called? She nuked the sacred timeline is what it was. I think
sacred timeline.
Yeah, so she threw a bunch of them shits in there. And thus creating, at this point, the multiverse of madness. Like she's like the cause of it.
Yeah, honestly.
Wait, one question. The sacred timeline, that's just the timeline's like base, right? The
sacred timeline. Yeah. So the sacred timeline is everything that we've seen in the MCU so far.
So that's the sacred timeline. They're defending the sacred timeline. So she just went in there and just fucked shit up.
And she said nope. And so now with her doing this, the multiverse exists.
Right. So what pretty much, just to kind of recap what the Time Watchers are, the Time Watchers are these three, they call them lizard people, but like these three guys, they're all powerful and they can see, all span of time, right? And before they came in, the time was chaos. It was just different multiverses and like shit. It was just a bunch of fuck shit, right?
Yeah,
and in the universe, they came in and they kind of organized it all and said, okay, everything in this timeline here it's a-okay, right? And anything that goes out of this timeline here, we're not cool with that shit. So we gotta go and stop that. That's what the Time Watchers are doing, pretty much.
Yeah.
By the way, I think there's some phony shit going with the Time Watchers, because the scene where Owen Wilson was talking to that one girl, the chief girl or whatever, like, oh, I'd never seen them before, and she's like, oh, well, you know how they are. I kind of got like Wizard of Oz kind of vibes from that.
Wizard of Waverly Place.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I got those too.
Same vibes, right?
I got some Wizard of Waverly Place vibes.
Question. Those faces were not in Thor Ragnarok, right? That's not some of the faces. Those are just
the faces in Ragnarok were champions.
Okay.
No, those are champions.
Yeah. And one of them was Beta Ray Bill, baby.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shout out to Beta Ray Bill.
Okay.
So like I kind of like feeling like the Time Watchers are like not, either they're not real or they're fake. There's some shenanigans going on.
That's
there.
the same thing. You said the same thing twice.
I think they are real, because one of the Time Watchers, I think, is showing up in the new Ant-Man movie.
King the Conqueror.
Yeah, King the Conqueror. Yeah, I think he's the middle one. If you look at the faces, the three statues, and one of them has like a warped face.
Is this confirmed?
He's
going to
be.
Still...
It is confirmed. It is confirmed.
Like
the actor. It's not some new Rockstar shit.
Okay.
He is in. I don't know the actor's name, but he is in Lovecraft Country. The main guy.
Yeah.
He's playing the.
Hey, I love him. He's so cool.
He's great. Yeah.
So I was really excited to see that he was going to be part of the MCU.
Okay, I just
they're
anytime.
Real. No, but I get it. They're real.
Yeah,
but there's some shady shit going on. You could tell.
Yeah, like anytime they're like, "Oh, I've never seen them before," and they're like, "Oh, well, they're busy." Like you get that vibe from it. I don't know. That's what I got from it.
I'm glad you brought that scene up, because in that same scene, they mentioned that she has another person working for her in the same position as Owen Wilson. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out and who that person is, or if they're important, or was that just a passing?
So there's a running theory that it's a second variant of Owen Wilson.
That's what I think.
His character's name is Mobius, by the way.
No, Owen Wilson. Because the coffee ring, Wilson. They said that it was this, it's like left by you, and he seemed to be like, no, I didn't. But just the conversation that they had made it seem like, I think it's a variant of Owen Wilson, and I think it's going to be a girl Owen Wilson, and it's going to be girl Owen Wilson. So I'm excited. I'm excited for girl Owen Wilson to hang out with
Owen
Grilson.
So then Loki pretty much. This is Loki's last chance, by the way, of like our version Loki to help these guys out. Uh-huh. They pretty much told them like, hey, if you fuck this up or if this doesn't work out, we're gonna pretty much just kill you. So then Loki, being Loki, went with girl Loki, which is really cool to see. So I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with that.
Well, we don't know if it's for sure like a fuck y'all time variance or whatever the hell, or if he's sticking to his guns. We don't know our Loki's plan just yet.
1000%. I think he's being Loki.
And it's really cool. It's really cool. The really cool thing about Loki is that like you really don't know what his plan is. He says one thing, but he could mean something completely different. Like he was saying, like, "Oh, I want to help you guys to catch him," and then so you get an audience with the Time Watchers, so you can trick the Time Watchers or whatever. And then next thing you know, he was telling Girl Loki, like, "Hey, Girl Loki, let's team up. You and me take over the fucking universe. Time Watchers, baby, let's go. You and me." And she's like, "Nah, dog, I got other plans." So like, you really don't know what he's really aiming for. I
truly hope this show doesn't fix everything at the end of it. I hope it stays fucked up and just continues to go down that hole, because I really do hope this leads directly into Multiverse of Madness. It does.
It will 100%.
Perfect.
Because even Kevin Feige himself has said like this show is the most important show to the future of the MCU.
He said,
and you can tell.
And you can definitely tell right off episode 2.
Kevin Feige came out and said, "Hey, fuck WandaVision and fuck all that social justice shit. That's not important. This one right here
WandaVision was important and did have a lot going on for it, but just by the scope of this show, it shits all over WandaVision.
You can tell like WandaVision set up Wanda in Multiverse of Madness, I think, because she's in it. But this show sets up the multiverse. Like this show itself, with even this episode, sets up the next Spider-Man movie that we're gonna get. The reason why we get to see all the other Spider-Men from all the other the other versions of the movies. This is the reason why we can see them. Multiverse of Madness. This is probably the reason. I'm pretty sure Wanda's gonna do her own fuck shit, but like this is the closest thing to it.
So do you think the original intended order for the show? So I don't know if you guys remember, but they said the order of the shows was kind of fucked up due to COVID. But do you think the original order was Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki, WandaVision? Because that's how I picture it. But
no,
I mean, yeah,
I don't. If I would have to put them in order, would be Winter Soldier, Wanda, and then Loki.
So wouldn't it make more sense with like Loki establishing the multiverse and then going to WandaVision? Because don't forget, Loki is also a 2-season show. There's not just like this one season. It's confirmed that Loki's getting 2 seasons. So it's like my thought process was Falcon season 1 of Loki, Wanda season 2 of Loki.
No.
Well, I think it depends on the movie schedule.
I just feel that the scale of this show is way bigger what Wanda was doing.
Low key, I think that I like the yeah. I think that this show I think the way that they ordered it post COVID and everything, I feel like it's done a really good job of just kind of maintaining it.
I have to disagree now because Winter Soldier now just stands out a little more as like why like in the level of events. It's like, oh, well, that really wasn't all that. You know, yeah, we got a new Captain America, but I'm saying like in the grand scheme of things now, because now we're talking multiple timelines and universes. It's like, cool, a new Captain America. It's like, you know, it's like that's not the same thing as their fucking timeline exploded and Wanda losing her mind, and you know, like it's not the same thing. I'm saying, well, as far as severity of situations, it's not the biggest, obviously, but I think like in terms of like. As far as what's supposed to happen, because this explains like, no, this is what's gonna happen. This is supposed to happen. Like I think it does a good job of setting everything up. Like Wanda becoming Buck Nasty, that's supposed to happen apparently, or some shit. The Falcon becoming the next Captain America, that's supposed to happen. And I think like it sets it up, and then this kind of tells you like this is. Loki's kind of telling you like this is what's happening, and now we're gonna fuck your shit up. I feel like it does a good job of that. I feel like the order isn't. I don't feel like the order's messed up in any way. I feel like I feel like the way that the shows have been coming out, it explains or sets up the next phase properly, in my opinion.
So I have real quick, Rafa. Sorry, I have a fuck everything we just said confirmation. So the original Phase 4 lineup was, and in this order: May 1st, 2020, Black Widow; Fall 2020, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier; Eternals, November 6th, 2020; Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, February 12th, 2021; WandaVision, Spring 2021; Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, 2021, May 7th; Spring 2021, Loki; Summer 2021, What If; Hawkeye, Fall 2021; and then November 5th, 2021 was Thor, Love and Thunder. So the entire lineup was fucked due to COVID.
Damn, the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, so technically I was right. Falcon, Winter Soldier first. I said Loki, but it was WandaVision, then Loki.
So we weren't that off. I mean, that's what we said.
There's only 3 options. You know,
I still think that the way they kind of mix it up, still, you can still go down that same track. There's a little bit of spacing in between, but I think it still follows it.
They rebounded hard though, so I mean they did it in a great way. The rebound and like the throwing of all the shows and everything. I think it's still great, but
it's like I Black Widow now. Like the same thing I said for Winter Soldier, like how it just feels like a Falcon and Winter Soldier, and how it just feels like, oh okay, that nothing too crazy happened there as compared to everything else. Fucking Black Widow, especially now that I know it was supposed to come out before all this shit. Now I want to see it less. Because
the whole reason I didn't want to see Black Widow is because that movie straight up takes place in between Civil War and Infinity War. So as far if we're talking about things that don't matter It's the shit that happened between Civil War and Infinity War.
But you know what? They're smart. Like the Marvel would not just drop that bullshit like an anime movie. Just drop it on the side. Who cares? Fans will watch it. You know how that doesn't really necessarily impact anything. What I think now that I know this in the plan, something is gonna be different in that movie at the end that didn't happen originally, and we're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is that? Like the times that story is gonna be a little different. It's what I think. It's not gonna end exactly how her story goes, and it's gonna be like, what the fuck? And then eventually it's gonna be revealed through the shows that was a different timeline, and then it actually takes place later. In the timeline.
Theory.
I'm gonna say what I said with more words. I guarantee.
Yeah. Less words actually. I'm pull this out my ass, but literally what you're saying. What if at the end of the movie's out, right? The movie's out.
No, it comes out my birthday weekend.
It comes out. Fuck your birthday. Anyway, so I think this is my theory, which is what you say, but I'm gonna say it like this. What if at the end of Winter Soldier, WandaVision or something like that? WandaVision. What was it? Bitch's name? Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther. This guy.
I was gonna go to the entire Avengers. I really don't care about this movie. Anyway, what if at the end of the movie somebody goes through a portal from the future and is like, "Come with us," thus reinstating Black Widow into the MCU and thus bringing Scarlett Johansson back into the fray? Why wouldn't they do that to
grab Tony Stark instead of fucking Black Widow of all people, John?
Because that's supposed to happen. And who knows? There's been talks that like maybe Robert Downey Jr. might come back for like a cameo or something.
I think he'll be back 1,000%.
And I feel like if the money's there and the MCU's so big that the money's there, that he'll.
You know what I think? I think his whole retirement and all is just cap to keep it's kayfabe to keep the whole illusion alive that he's dead. That's what I think. 1,000%. Marvel's
also
way smarter than that.
Would be cool.
Yeah.
Also that.
But the thing that I wanted to say a little bit, touching what you were talking about earlier, Alex, is that the Winter Soldier and Wanda, they're kind of being dwarfed almost by what's happening in Loki right now. But that's nothing to take away what those stories were telling us. They're first of all, they're setting up the Avengers with the new Captain America, right?
Yeah,
and also like let's not forget what they expanded upon on those shows, especially with Captain America, showing us how it is post snap, right? So like how shitty life was. It's like, yes, now we're dealing with multiverses and like really giant scale of the storyline going with the multiverse, but like we're still gonna have the Avengers. We're still gonna have like shit down. I don't say down here, but they still have to set up everything else. They can't just say fuck it.
No, I didn't mean that as a take it away from it. I understand what the shows are doing, and they're important. That did show a look that we don't really think about, especially when, I'm like the statement I made. Like in the grand scheme of things with all these timelines, you don't think about the everyday people, what happens to them when the snap comes back. Like WandaVision even touched on that. I am not taking away from it. I'm just saying now that I know the order's fucked up, it just feels a certain type of way. Because if you look at it, the original order seemed to hone in on the individual, what happens when you come back, and then shoot right back up to crazy universe-shattering events.
Right.
But now it's like, Earth-shattering event. Wait, hold on, look at the little guy real quick. Earth-shattering event. Now back to the little guy. Now it's kind of like this. Which, again, nothing wrong with it. Ultimately, they're, especially given the circumstances, they're maneuvering it really well. I'm a little hurt that I now have to wait a little longer than for Doctor Strange. I didn't know that was supposed to be out already. But it is what it is. We work with what we got. They're doing it. But all in all, the MCU, I'm getting rehyped for everything. I think what happened with COVID for them, pushing everything back a little bit, was a blessing in disguise. Through it, like the silver lining is I am no longer facing Marvel fatigue. I now want more of it because it was gone for so long. I'm
yearning, boy.
So now I'm looking forward to the movies. I'm even my hype level for even Black Widow has increased a little bit. Granted, I still movie, but I want to see it now. At least
I heard that movie is fantastic. I heard it was really good.
Yeah, and
I heard that Black Widow was really good.
My homie, Rachel Weisz is in it. So shout out to her. Evie from the Mummy.
Evelyn, Evie, yeah.
Evie from the Mummy. The original, not the remake, not the recast. And then homie Hopper from Stranger Things is in it. So hey,
homie Hopper.
I don't know why that plays twice, but shout out to them. So yeah, Marvel's looking cool again. I'm all for it. Any closing thoughts on Marvel, Loki, anything else?
Loki's dope.
Can't wait.
Keep it going. Fuck the shit up.
If you're not watching, watch it.
Yeah. Fuck it up. Fuck it up, daddy.
All right, so now the segment I almost skipped on this podcast,
which is your section. Like this was your time.
All right,
and you almost skipped it.
If you're new here, we like to close the fucking podcast out with a little video game swap section that I steal from the bento box. Welcome to Just a Tip, baby. I'm not gonna press the button because I haven't fixed it yet. So Just a Tip, baby. So last week on Just a Tip. Pause. Let me explain what Just a Tip is. So Just a Tip is the section of the podcast where one of us comes in a week and we pick a game from Game Pass Ultimate, and share it with the other three. And the other three have to play it throughout the week and come back and give our first impressions of it. Hence why it's called Just a Tip. And you at home can also play the games because, like I said, it's on Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate. So last week, it was my turn, and I picked the game Control by Remedy Studios. Hey!
Yep.
Hey!
Yeah.
So guys, you guys had a week to sit with Control. What do you guys think about it?
I hate it. I hate it. It sucks. It looks like Duke. It's great. It's a great game. It's a great game. I'm be fully transparent with you, which I have this entire podcast. I don't know what's going on as I played the game. All I know is that I am progressing because I am getting more power-ups and stuff, so that means something good in video game logic. The game is great. The controls are fantastic. The whole telekinesis and like the mind powers and stuff like that is great. I love it. The gameplay for me is its sole like savior because I have no idea what's going on. I have zero clue what's going on. I didn't play Alan Wake, even though it's in the same universe. Still have no idea what the fuck's going on.
You don't
have to play Alan Wake.
It's the same universe, but they're not connected like that.
Regardless, I know the exact same amount. I think I passed Alex in how much we were talking about it earlier. I think I passed you in how far I am in the game because you said you got the dash move.
I'm past that. That was the last ability I got.
Okay, so I'm still past you.
Did you got another ability past that point?
Yeah.
Well, how do you not know what's going on? Okay, then you're not paying attention to the game.
I'm very much not paying attention. I'm telling you right now.
Because I at least know why she's in that world and what she's doing and what she's looking for. I know that.
Don't they explain it literally right off rip?
Yeah, no. She kind of keeps it close to the chest until even to this point she's still keeping it close to the chest because she doesn't want them to kind of know her plan. But see, essentially, well, I don't really know if you passed me, John.
Just say it to me, dude.
Because it comes out that she has.
Wait, John. What power up do you have? What was the last power up you got?
I got the mind control.
Okay, he's way past us.
Yeah, he is. So, it's John. Hector, what power up did you get?
I got up to the dash one. That's it.
Okay,
like I stopped there.
Oh, so I passed.
You lagged.
No idea what's going on.
My cutoff was hard as fuck, baby.
I passed all of you guys then.
All right, so
what section of the map are you on, or the building?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Oh boy, it's called photopsychology, some shit like that. It's like
I don't even know what
he's way past us. Yeah, because like the first section is like the office area, like executive.
I did the office. Areas. I did the generator. Yeah, I did that.
Is the second one, and then that's where I just finished. I just finished maintenance right now.
Yeah, I got access to the elevator, and then now I'm in different areas over there.
So he's way past us.
Yeah, he is.
How do you not know the story then?
I don't know what's going on.
So John,
he's just tunnel visioning it.
When they were little, so she has a brother. That's what she's looking for. She's looking for her brother. That's the whole reason why she came in here. When they were little, she discovered her and her brother came across like it's like I don't know, it's a rotary machine, I guess, that shows like a picture slideshow. But it turns out that
I think it was
yeah. It was something. It was something like that, like like those picture slideshow movie things from the old. So it turns out that was one of those items,
objects of power.
Yeah, an object of power, like the gun that she has. So it turns out it was one of those, and they were able to go through different worlds or whatever, and they went in there, and some shit went down, and she ended up leaving her brother in that world. So her brother she's looking for him in that world.
That's who she's talking to in her brainberry?
No, that was also explained.
Boy, howdy.
So she has this. So in that world, they also found a being, is what she called it. And I thought she was talking to me the whole time, but it turns out it's called, I think it's a Proxima, right, Rafa? Is what it was called?
Something like that.
So the being is called a Proxima. So when she talks to the screen, the narrator, she's actually talking to, well, it's you, but to that being, the Proxima.
She's talking to the thing in her brain.
Who's with her, and that's how she had, and that's as much information as she gave to Emily at the point where I'm at. So that's how much information I have.
Right. Okay. So like I didn't hear the brother part. But I heard her say like, "Oh, I'm not gonna tell her about you yet." I'm like,
that was a cutscene like an hour before.
I know.
The brother thing and the I won't tell him about you was literally within the first hour of the game. Not even hour, like first 30 minutes of the game.
Do you know why they wear the little speaker things on their chest?
What?
Okay.
Yo, hey, this guy did not play the game.
Okay. I'm playing it. I just got an ability y'all don't have.
All that shit on God was at the beginning of the game.
Rafa, you probably explain it better than I can. Can you explain to John why?
Okay, well, do you know what's the whole point of this building and what they do here, John?
They do crazy shit.
All right, well, pretty much, if I would have to compare it to something that I've been doing this whole time, is I would compare it to like the SCP, if you know what the SCP is.
Right? Don't they like track anomalies and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's similar to that.
So
they have the.
Okay, no,
for
I got
those
that.
of you who don't know, SCP is scrotal cracking parents. So
right.
There you go. Now you guys
it's
know.
super caca PP.
Yeah, but it's similar to that where they're like there's certain like you said for they deal with things that are the normal things that would fuck up like normal life, right?
They're the Tennessee Vitamin Association, but for strange shit.
Yeah, for weird shit.
Right.
So it's like the Men in Black, but without without the aliens.
I get it.
For spooky shit. They're like the Ghostbusters, but not for ghosts.
Right.
For strange shit. They're like Stranger Things Russians, but for strange shit.
Right.
Yeah,
so then
exactly.
one of the main guys created this device where if you put it on, it looks like there's a speaker in the chest. Have you ever seen any of the government workers walking around with them? Emily has one. Another dude has one. I don't remember his name.
Okay.
But what that does, it emits this low frequency. It keeps them safe from being attacked from the hiss. Do you know what the hiss is, right? The thing that we're fighting.
Bad.
The bad thing, right?
That's the bad.
Yeah.
Right.
So like that device keeps them from being overtaken by the hiss, because the hiss, in a sense, brainwashes you, makes you into a monster, right? Makes you into that creature.
Right. Everybody knows that.
So, yeah, so that it keeps you safe from that.
I don't know if you knew that, honestly.
I'm starting to second guess everything John says.
No, I tell you, I do not know the story. All I know is that I pick things up every once in a while. You find a waypoint, and then the squares go into the walls, and then you go into Bizarro Land, and then you do like a tutorial for the next fucking power up. And then there's this one part where there's this ball thing that goes like, and it chases you down like Pac-Man.
Damn, bitch, I'm nowhere near there. Fuck.
All right, thanks for spoiling that.
It's not in the game. Oh, don't believe me. I haven't played the game. I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean it's not in the game? All right, John, you liked it. Cool. Hector, you.
Stories, man.
First of all, the story, the only.
Shut up, John. I'm sorry. Shut up. He just said the story's mad. He didn't even know the fucking story.
Well, the story is really good. I actually like it. The only complaint I have about the game is the sensitivity. I don't know if you guys like fucked around with it. Shut up, Rafa. That's an aspect of the game that I care about. Fucking doing that ugly ass face for. Anyways,
continue. You fucking bum.
There's the guy that likes shitty anime openings. Anyways,
that's a terrible comeback as well.
the controls in the game, like I think, are super important. Like you have to be able to like actually play the game and enjoy the gameplay of it. So like I like the shooting aspect of it. It's whatever, that's fine. I like it, right? But the only thing I don't like is like I was fucking around with the sensitivity, so it's set at 50 immediately, and then I switched it to 60, and that bitch was going fast as fuck, and I was like, oh, that's not fair. And then I went back to 55, and I'm like, this still doesn't feel good. And like every time I would fuck around with sensitivity, like it felt like super fast horizontally, and then vertically it was slow as shit. I'm just like, dude, what the? I literally kept fucking around. I kid you not, for like 15 minutes, I was fucking around with the sensitivity.
Did you go to like 56 or 57?
I literally fucked around with like everything. I wanted 51, 52. At some point, I was like, fuck it, dude, I'm just gonna start fucking around with the sensitivity. That's the only complaint I had. Like, it was like super sensitive on the horizontal, but shit on the vertical. But other than that, like everything was fine. I enjoyed the game.
Wait, real quick. I'm gonna say more things. My one issue with the game, other than I don't know what the hell's going on,
you don't get
is
to have issues.
No, yes, I can. No, I have. Am I listening? No, but am I playing it yet? But listen. My one issue is that I don't know if this happened to y'all, but it's happened to me, and I think it's happened to you, Alex, because we've talked about it.
Yes.
Does your map just sometimes just not show you shit? Like it'll just say things. Like it'll put like, oh, this is supposed to be the research facility or some shit, but it doesn't show you where that is. It just says the words. Does that happen to you guys? Because that happens to me quite often.
Yes.
And that also is the reason why I'm very confused.
Oh, also, I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know about your guys' game, but for mine, whenever I bring up the map and then I close it, there's an immediate lag spike in the game where like it takes forever to go back to normal.
Like the frame rate drops?
Yeah, the frame rate drops hard as shit.
I think that's just you, dude.
And like the game will, like, the map will close, and I'm like, I see a screen tear where it's like I see she's trying to move, and then 2 seconds later I whip like halfway across the map, and I'm just like, why does this happen every time?
I think that's you. That
never happened to me.
Like it was like a brief like thing of lag, trying to refocus onto the game.
The map thing is happening. I have the map thing happen to me.
Yeah, for me
before.
too. The map.
But
it is glitchy sometimes. It is glitchy. Well, real quick, there's another one that just happened to me recently. In one of the cutscenes, nobody was speaking, but they were just staring at each other, and they were nodding like this. They were just like, just nodding.
Maybe that's why you're confused, because you're cutscenes. Nobody's talking.
I'm like, are y'all supposed to say things? Like literally a whole chunk of the game I completed. I'm like, no idea. Nobody's saying a damn word to me.
All right, maybe you have reasons to not understand.
I had an instance where like in a cutscene
crossed.
In a cutscene for me, I had an instance where like the people were talking, but their mouths weren't moving. It would cut between people to people, and their mouths were like closed. Like stuff was happening in the background. I was like, what is going on?
And they're just nodding, right? Like they're just moving.
You guys have some busted ass version of those games.
That shit glitched out of nowhere. Well, I was quick resuming from it, so I think maybe that might be an issue.
Yeah, no, 1000%. The quick resume breaks this game. 1000%.
That's what I think.
I don't know why, but it obliterates it. Like every time I quick resume, the game is just glitchy. So I end up just closing it out.
Not for me. I haven't had that many problems.
You don't have quick resume.
I'm about to say you do not have quick resume. So.
Well, I mean,
Xbox One X says the Xbox One has quick resume.
It does.
The original one.
Yes, it does.
It's only one game though.
Yeah, it's whatever game you left open last.
Yeah.
No, that's not quick resume. That's not the same thing. That's different.
Oh, you're right.
I'm talking about switching from game to game. The quick resume feature on the Series X. Yeah, not bringing it back up. I can do that, but
you got that dusty ass version of the.
No, like if I go to Yakuza and come back to Control, I'm having a horrible time with Control immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've had it where it's just not registering button presses. Like I go to it and I'm pressing A because it tells me to press A, and it's just not going.
Yeah.
It doesn't take.
I meant like I turn off the Xbox, turn it back on again, and then I go back.
No, not that.
No. Yeah. I'm not a baby back bitch. I'm saying when I go back from one game to.
But Hector, did you like it?
Oh no, I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed the gameplay of it. I think the game didn't get fun until I got the first power. Once I got the first power, like the game like immediately like changed. At the beginning, I was like, oh, this is kind of whatever. Oh, the only parts that kind of freaked me out was like the scenes where like they did like the contorted body shit, where like the cutscenes where like her head would start going spinning. I was like, don't do that, please.
Yeah, that's cool. Rafa.
That next thing, I do want to continue it.
This game is a blast. I love this game. Everything about this game is I love it. I love the powers. I love the story behind it. It caught my interest. I did play it a while ago. I kind of dropped it like really at the beginning, and I don't know why. Like it really got good just when I went right back into it. Like really picked up. I love the story behind it. Just I love how confusing it is. So you kind of have to like piece things together yourself.
Yeah.
Kind of figure out what's happening. I love that shit about it.
Except John.
I love how the gameplay is. Like I knew I was in love with this game where you had to get to the phone. You guys remember the phone? You had to go in the one room.
Yes.
And then you had to kept pulling on that cord.
I really like that part.
You kept pulling on the cord. Like first, I pulled on it once, and then changed color, and I pulled it twice, and changed color again. And I'm like, okay, so can I walk now? And I just walked off the whole fucking map.
I did that too.
Yeah,
I also did that.
So then I spawned back again, and I'm just pulling on the cord. I'm just pulling on it, and it takes you to like a whole different other like world almost. Like you're in a motel like out of nowhere, right? And you're wandering around, looking around in that, and like there's not a lot in there, right? All you can really do is ring this like this little bell thing on like at the lobby area, and I'm just there ringing the bell like nonstop. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I don't get this.
I did that too.
And then yeah, and then like out of nowhere, like after like 10 minutes just fucking around, I noticed that each time you ring the little bell, doors open and close, and down the hallway. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like that, at that point, I was like, oh, dude, this game is fucking badass. What do you, how,
I
what?
didn't even notice that.
Dude, how did you get past that part? How did you even get past that part?
Literally digging it. I'm like, what am I not understanding? And then I looked over it. I went back to the other room, like on the other side. And I'm like, okay, this room has a triangle on it. And I looked over. I'm like, this room has a triangle on it. And I just walked in and I took the key.
He got lucky. Is what
he got lucky. Are you fucking kidding me?
Maybe I'm just so brain that I just did it.
You're definitely not brain. You're not paying attention.
No,
just
you literally got lucky.
Brain.
I've never been so frustrated at somebody's gameplay experience. Oh my god.
I have no idea what's going on.
Oh my god, dude. But yeah, the deeper you go into the game, the more you start figuring things out. Like I said, you get no more powers. You get you have a pistol that transforms into different types of guns. Like you get a shotgun, you get like an assault rifle almost, but it's all still like a pistol. It's really cool, man. I really enjoy the fuck out of this game. This is something I'm definitely gonna play all the way through. Like the really cool thing about it is that there's not a lot of side missions. There's like, it's like the main objective, like maybe a side mission, one or two side missions, and I'm trying to play as much as I can before I go to the main story.
Yeah, I like it.
So
it's
great.
So that
and
was
you
Control.
can get lost.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, by the way, you can get lost as fuck in that. Like it's in a building, like in a big ass building, but dude, you can get lost in that building. The fast travel, it helps a lot.
The map fucks up for me so much that the fast travel doesn't mean dick to me.
So that was Control. Hey, everybody liked it. John didn't play it.
It was good. I did play it. I just spoiled a piece for you.
You're playing it while you were playing it while looking at the wall. Rafa, it is actually your turn this week.
It's my turn. Yeah, dude. There's two games that I was thinking about, and one of them was a fucking joke of a game. And then I was like, you know what? Let me actually like not fuck around and pick an actual game for you guys this time around.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I picked the first Psychonauts that is on.
I was meaning to play it.
I actually
on the
never
Game
played that.
Pass. I don't know if it's on the Xbox, but it's for sure on the PC.
I think it is on the Xbox.
Yeah, I think
it's backwards compatible.
If it's on the Xbox, and there it is, my boys. Have fun. The first Psychonauts. Get hyped for the second one. So hopefully you guys like it.
That's pretty cool. I've never actually played it, so now I got.
I wanted to because I am interested in the second one, but I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this game's about.
If I like the first one, then I'll definitely check out the second one.
Yeah, same. I had no hype for it. So we shall see.
I hear it's like a fantastic game, and it's like an unsung hero, like Notorious or cult classic. That's the one. Cult classic. Yeah, I hear it's like really, really good, and people have been clamoring for a sequel, like the fans of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard of it, and I just never played it. It just never interested me. But the sequel seems cool.
Psychonauts 1. Hey, for next week's Just the Tip. Tune in next week to see what the hell we think about that game. I'm excited to actually play it. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Playing Pod with us guys here. Hey.
Shit.
We will see you guys next week. And happy Father's Day to all dads out there. Shout out to y'all. And that's it. Good night. Good morning. Kisses. John didn't play Control.
I did play Control. I passed all you guys.
Bye.
I'll spoil another piece for you right now. I'll do it right now. I'll spoil
do
another
it.
piece. So you die.